allegedly, man. Eddie Hearn, he says that the rematch between Canelo Alvarez and Dimitri Bivol will be September 17th, unless Canelo decides to say otherwise. Oh man, I just got through talking about this, man. Um, I think that's what's gonna probably happen next. I think Canelo's gonna probably rematch him because he feels like he didn't rise to the occasion in this fight. And look, I don't know what weight it's gonna be at, because uh, you hear Bivol talking about, hey, I'll come down to 168 and fight you for your belts. So more than likely it'll be that Bivol will probably have to come down. It's not gonna be back at 175. I don't think Canelo's gonna fight him back up there. And if he did, that would be absolutely insane. And I would have to give him his props for even doing that. Because if he fights him up there again, he probably gets stopped this time, probably knocked out, stopped, whatever. If Bivol comes down to 168, Canelo might have a small chance, but I still think it's gonna end up being the same outcome. I just think Bivol just got his number, man. My personal opinion, man, Canelo should never had his ass up there in the first place. At least not before taking care of his 168 business. That's just my opinion. I had no problem with him going to fight, but wait till you handle your business first, and then you want to move up and be great. Then go ahead after the fact. And that's one of the reasons everybody was saying he was cherry picking and he's ducking, because he didn't handle his obligations at 168 first, But that fight ain't gonna be up there because once Bivol said he'll come down and fight, they gonna take that offer. They're like, okay, he said he gonna come down. Yeah, bring him down here to 168. They might think they have a better chance with Bivol down there because they think Bivol might end up being a little drained. That's quite possible, but what'll happen is, let's say Bivol goes in there and loses to Canelo in the rematch down at 168. That's all everybody gonna say. Yo, Bivol never was that good. He was only good at his weight class. See, Canelo is still a man. He's still that guy. You see what I mean? See what they gonna try to do. So they gonna like, that loss was only because Canelo, he don't belong at 175. He was too heavy. He was too small. That's why I think, it shouldn't have been no rematch clause in there, man. Like, who are you? Like, why do you get to, I know he's the A side like Canelo, but why do you get to put a rematch clause in there like you some kind of champion or something? Bivol was the champ up there, not you. You the champ at at 168. You don't get to put those stipulations in contracts like, oh, I got to have a rematch. For what? Like, you know what I mean? But you know how it is. People that's fighting Canelo, whether they champions or not, they gonna bend and fold for him because of the money. That's what it is. But that's kind of crazy when you think about it. Like, bro, you not even the champion at 175 and you putting fucking rematch clause stipulations in contracts and shit like that. That's crazy, but that's how I see it. Hey man, hey, if Canelo want to take this guy on again, fuck it. If Bivol think he can beat him at 168, why not? Go ahead and do it. If you love it, fuck it. If you like it, I love it. Fuck it, let's go. Even though that is not what I want to see. I don't want to see that yet. I don't want to see Triple G. I definitely don't want to see that Triple G thing at all. But I have to admit, slightly I'm a little interested in the Bivol rematch because, especially if it's at 168, because I would like to see the difference. Okay, how would Canelo perform against this guy he mastered, outclass boxed him in 175? Can he pull off the same thing at 168? So there's like a little bit of mystique attached to it. So I would like to see it, but I still want to see Canelo fight Benavidez at least after he fights that dude. It's probably gonna be like we probably gonna see Canelo fight Bivol rematch, and then he probably gonna fight Triple G in a trilogy, and then we might get a Benavidez after that. We just might. As if Canelo is not on that, I'm not fighting no more Mexicans bullshit. If he gets off of that, because who else is there for him to fight at 168 besides Dimitri Andrade now and David Benavidez? The other people there are just mid-level fighters or lower tier comp. Or he gonna take a bunch of light touches until he decides to retire. So Man, we'll see. We'll see what happens September 17th. I guess it's all on Canelo. You know what I mean? But if that fight does happen again, if it is a rematch, I guarantee you that shit is not at 175. They know what time it is with 175. That fight will definitely be at 168 because Bivol already put it out there. Once Bivol put it out there, then they're gonna run with it. Like, oh, he said he'll come down. Okay, so why the rematch don't just be at 168? I mean, it's common sense, right? But anyway, let me know what you think about potentially Canelo Alvarez versus Dimitri Bivol coming in September. It's Rebel Life Boxing. See y'all in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.